Buongiorno everyone, and welcome back to the Magpie Channel TV. Bringing you a different kind of video here today, where we're trying to fill in some content during the fucking snooze fest that is the international break. Obviously England play Czech Republic tonight in Prague, I believe, so we'll get behind the boys for that. But that's nothing really to talk about on the Newcastle front during the international break. It does get a little bit boring for me and Renty. So, I've got a special video coming out probably on Sunday night, actually. So make sure you watch that one. I'm going to enjoy this one. But today, instead of my usual lineup predictions video, I'm going to go through a reshuffling of the pack of the Newcastle United squad numbers. When I was growing up, I used to take squad numbers proper seriously. Like even like on FIFA or something, if I signed a new player, I would have to give them like the proper like appropriate squad number. When I used to see people like William Gallas at Arsenal wearing number 10, or Khaled Boularus at Chelsea wearing number 9, it used to stress me the fuck out. That, like, I hated that. Like, things have got to be done. Things have got to be done properly. And having a look at the Newcastle squad, there's a few things in there that I would like to change. Some things just don't lie right with me. So I've had a look, and I've had a little bit of a reshuffling of the pack. Let me know what you think. Put yours in the comments below if there's any differences you would make. I'd like to know. So, we'll start off the first one, Martin Dubravka, the way it should be. The number one goalkeeper, wearing the number one shirt. You only got that this summer. It was Rob Elliott had that for the last couple of years. Dubravka had number 12 since he started. But that's the first thing Brucey done right. Giving the number one goalkeeper the number one shirt. Well done, Brucey. The first change I would make would be number 2, currently worn by Kieran Clark. Me, I'm very old school still. I like me starting 11 players to have like a first 11 number, and it's got to match the position that they're in. So number 2 traditionally belongs to the right back, and that, for me, the number 1 right back is DeAndre Yedlin. He also suits the number 2 shirt, like that belongs to him. If you've seen the tattoo he's got like on his chest, like just under his neck there, he's got in Roman numerals all the shirt numbers he's worn in his career, and they all include a 2. Like, he has to have a number which involves a 2, which is either 2, 12, 22, which is what he currently has. He's got 2 2s at the minute, but obviously it all stems from a 2. That's the number. That's his. I believe that's what he wears for the USA, and 2. It's just got to be that, innit? Number 1 right back. Where's number 2? For me, DeAndre Yedlin. That's that. Number 3, Paul Dummett. He can keep that. I don't mind that. Key player for the team. Came in as a left back. I think 3's traditionally a left back's number. Could also belong to a centre back, which Paul Dummett now is. So he can keep that. It's good to see like a Geordie boy in the first 11 as well. So I'd be happy to just leave Paul Dummett with that. 4, I would make a change. Currently belongs to Ki Sung-young, who's not really a key player for me, despite Ki being his name. For me, 4 belongs to either a centre-back or a centre-mid, or even better, a defensive midfielder, which Isaac Hayden is. Isaac Hayden, I think he would suit the number 4. He obviously currently wears number 14. So I've had a look at what he wore at other teams. I think at Hull he had like 24 or something. And for Arsenal, when he was in the academy, he wore like 41 or something like that. So he's always had a 4 in his number. So give Isaac Hayden number 4, starting 11 player, key player, number 4. 5, this can stay where it is, as can the next one, I think. Shaw, number 5, key player, belongs to a starting centre-back, which Shaw is. So Shaw can keep that. As well as Jamal Lascelles, number 6, the captain, centre-back. Nah, no worries. My next change would belong to number 7, currently worn by Andy Carroll. I don't mind that, but again, it just doesn't look right to me. I like number 7. For me, 7, it's not really a striker's number. It can be, but growing up, one of my favourite players in the England team was David Beckham. And I think David Beckham like epitomised the number 7. Creative, right midfield player. And then even at Man United, he was replaced by Cristiano Ronaldo. Again, started off as a right mid, creative, attacking, fun to watch. And there's no player that fits the bill better in the Newcastle squad for me than Allan Saint-Maximin. He would look brilliant in the number 7 shirt. I just think by the time he came... actually, I don't... when Allan Saint-Maximin came, who was it? It was Jacob Murphy had the number 7 shirt. And Andy Carroll only got it when Murphy went out on loan. If they just waited a week or something, I think them would look switched up. Like if Andy Carroll took the number 10 shirt instead of 7, if them two did a little switcheroo, I'd be a lot more happy with that. But nah, Allan Saint-Maximin has to have number 7 for me. I think that suits him down to a T. The most controversial one on this list will probably come here at number 8, currently held by John Joe Shelvey. I think this season Shelvey's kind of proven himself not really to be a starting 11 player, especially with a surge of the Longstaff brothers. Hayden's epitomised himself in the starting 11, and there's other people in there like Key that can step up. Like Shelvey, I'm gonna take the number 8 off of him because I want it to go to like a starting 11 type player. And for me, because I'm not... this is why it's controversial. I don't want to take the number 9 shirt off Joelinton, but you'll see why in a minute. So I'm going to give Joelinton the number 8 shirt. I think that would suit him better because he's not an out-and-out number 9. Like, he's being given that shirt just because he's like the only striker, really. But as we've seen of him over the past few weeks, he's not a traditional number 9 sort of player. He likes to drop deep and help out in midfield, win the ball, link up play and things like that. So for me, like I say, I wouldn't strip him of the number 9 shirt just as like a style of play. I just don't think number 9 is his role. So if he was to vacate the number 9 shirt, Andy Carroll, come on, can't have a better number 9 than Andy Carroll. Like, he is a number 9 style player. He is an out-and-out attacking striker who scores goals. And obviously, we all know what the number 9 shirt means to a Geordie. It's Alan Shearer's number. It was Andy Carroll's number. Like, Andy Carroll could have made a legend of the number 9 shirt and really, really done well if he never left. I think he could be up there with one of Newcastle's greatest goal scorers if he was still here when he never left. And he would still wear the number 9 shirt. He could have had that done for years. He could have made that his own. He could have been an absolute legend in that shirt. And it just suits him. I think another shot for Andy Carroll would be his retro number when he first came into the squad at number 39. But again, it's a number 9. He obviously wants to be number 9. He's got to have a 9 in there, whether it's 29 or 59. He's a number 9. End all. Which leaves the number 10 open. And I think that's got to go. And I've seen a lot of people shouting out for this in the summer as soon as Mo Diarme left. It's got to get to Miguel Almiron. He was a number 10 at Atlanta. And again, that style of play, he needs to be like in the number 10 role, like behind the striker. Out wide, he's not really that great. Like he's got to play in a number 10 role. And just the number 10 would suit him so much more than what... Wait, 24 is just a random number, isn't it? It's fucking bullshit there. Right. I think that would suit so much better. So Maximin 7, Carroll 9, Almiron 10. 11, Matt Ritchie can keep that. Came to the team as a winger, a left winger, traditionally number 11. That's a left winger's number. I know now he's moved more to a left wing back position, but I can't really think of anyone else that could take that and do a better job with it, so Matt Ritchie can keep that. The number 12 shirt, John Joe Shelvey can have that. That's the number he signed with. That was his first number at Newcastle, number 12. He can have that back. Like I say, I've stripped him of the number 8. So he can revert back to the old one, no bother with that. Number 13, Muto currently has that, and he can keep that. It's an unlucky number for some. Not a lot of people are inclined to take the number 13 shirt. It's a bit more of a goalkeeper's number, isn't it? Usually like a backup goalkeeper would wear a 12 or a 13. But nah, I think it suits Muto. Like I say, not a lot of people think it's an unlucky number. And for me, Muto's not really a starting 11 player, so he can take one for the team with that one. 14 belongs to Isaac Hayden. I've obviously shipped him up to number 4. So I can do a straight little switcheroo there for Ki Sung Young. Ki can take that. In the past, he's always worn number 4 Ki, so stripping him of the number 4, I think, is maybe a little bit harsh. But let's say I don't see him as a starting 11 player, so you can drop one there. So I think it's an easy, straight switcheroo there, 4 for 14. Like I say, he's worn 4 in the past for Sunderland, Swansea. I'm sure he always wore number 4. So 14, no worries, just add a little 1 there. No worries, man. 15, Yetro Willem. He's always worn 15, so he can keep that. If you look back at his time at PSV and Frankfurt, even for the Dutch national team, he's always worn number 15. It's obviously a number closely affiliated to him. He's happy with that, so they need to move him from that. Number 16 currently belongs to on loan player. It was at Rolando Aarons, but why? I don't know why he's kept that shirt, because that's quite a big shirt number. Like Murphy's gone out on loan. His number 7's been taken. Gale had his number 9 taken last year when Rondon came in. So why is the 16 being left available? I don't get that. There's a couple of players in with a shot for 16, but for me, there's no one that should take it more than Sean Longstaff. When I was growing up, one of the most influential players in his position was Roy Keane. He wore the number 16 shirt, centre mid, important centre mid for Man United during the 90s and noughties. And then after that, Michael Carrick took the number 16 shirt, who Sean Longstaff's been linked with, like, since he came up, saying he's going to be the next Michael Carrick. His style of playing, everything's Carrick-esque. Obviously, Carrick's a Geordie. So I think for Sean Longstaff to slide into like a Michael Carrick shirt, number 16, it's class. And he currently wears 36, so he's got a 6 in his number. If you just bump him up and even 20, I think he would suit that shirt unbelievably. More than 36, that's still like an academy player's number, man. Why is he still wearing that? He could have been bumped up this summer. I was quite disappointed to see him start the season still wearing 36. I don't know why. 16, ideal. Number 17, shout out to 17 Caps UK, by the way. Go and check them out on Instagram. We're going to stick with Emil Kraft. He was another one of me contenders for number 16, because that's what he wears for the Swedish national team. So I don't know why he didn't take the 16 shirt off Aaron's. But he's gone for 1 up to his usual number, 17. And I can't think of anyone else that would suit that shirt better, so that's no bother. Which is exactly the same as Federico Fernandez. His number for the Argentinian national team is usually 17. And for Newcastle, he wears 18. So, again, I'd quite like to bump Fernandez up, give him a more alternative number, but I can't really think of anything better to give him at the minute, so he can keep his 18. Javier Manquillo, there's a few that's going to stick here in this little bracket. Manquillo going to stick at 19. He wore that, I think, when he was at Liverpool, he wore number 19. So that's a number close to him. I had a little check and all when he was at Atletico, he wore 17. And at Sunderland, he wore 21. So he's always been in that between 17 to 21 bracket. He's had the 19 in the past. So that's obviously a number close to him. So he can keep that. I'm not going to take that away from him. 20 Lejeune. That's what he wears at the minute. And he was one I wanted to bump up. Like, he's more of like a 4, 5, 6 type player. But you can't take 5 or 6 off Shaw or Lascelles. 4, as I've said, I think suits Hayden more. At least Hayden's in the squad more. And Lejeune's had a lot of injury problems. He can't help being out of the squad. But I wanted to give him a better number. 20's not really a Hiana there for a main centre back, which he is when he's fit. He's probably our best centre back when he's fit. So I could be inclined to give him the number 4, but then that's where do you leave Hayden and Key? Like, you could give Hayden back, he's 14, and then Keegan, I don't know, just do what he wants. So now Lejeune can stay. 21, just a pick of the bunch, really. It's Dwight Gale. Currently wears number 12, which I've given to Shelby. In the past, he's worn number 9 at Newcastle, but you're not getting that back. You need to be a main starting centre forward for that, which you're not. He was actually another contender for number 16 because I've looked into his in the past, and 16 seems to be a number close to him. He wore it for West Brom when he was on loan last season, and he's worn it at Crystal Palace and Norwich when he was there. So that's obviously a number close to his heart, but would I give him the 16 shirt over Sean Longstaff or even Emil Kraft? Nah, I wouldn't. 21 is the random number he's been given on FIFA. I don't know why, but he can keep that. That currently belongs to Rob Elliott, but I'm going to exclude Rob Elliott from this, as well as other players that I don't deem first team. Like, I don't think we're going to see Rob Elliott again in a Newcastle shirt, to be honest. He's into his 30s now. He's the third choice goalkeeper. Well, potentially fourth when Freddie Woodman comes back. So, nah, might as well take that off of him now. I think he'll probably be gone in the summer. So, yeah, Dwight Gale, number 21. I don't see why not. I think that could suit him. Like I say, he's currently number 12. That's just 12 reversed. Could suit him. Not really that asked, to be honest. It's one of them. 22, which did belong to DeAndre Yedlin. This, again, like 4 and 14, can be a straight swap and give to Kieran Clark, who currently wears the number 2 shirt, but as I said, he's not the starting 11 player for me. So you can keep his 2, but double it. 22, Kieran Clark. 23, Matty Longstaff, the new hero on Tyneside. Just exactly the same as his brother. I bumped him up by an even 20 from 36 to 16. He's currently 43. He can go up by 20 to 23. 23 is quite an important number to some. That was another number made famous by David Beckham, Michael Jordan, LeBron James. Big number, 23. And for a lad that isn't quite yet in the starting 11, but is getting there, I think that would be a great upgrade to him wearing the number 23 shirt. I think that suits him brilliantly. And for the final 2, let's say I'm going to leave out players I don't deem key players. So the last 2, they can stay exactly where they are. Carl Darlow, he's worn 26 for Newcastle since, I think during his whole time here. I think that's what he started with. And there's no other number I would really give him. He's definitely not a number 1. I mentioned before about backup goalkeepers being either 12 or 13, but nah, you can just keep that. There's no point shifting that one up. It's not really that important, is it? And bear in mind, this is just for fun. Don't say I'll read some of the comments. I know what some of you were like. It is just for fun. It's just me spitballing. Like, I'm just want to hear yours. Like, this is what it's basically for. I want you to drop it in the comments what you would do. So don't take it seriously. Don't think I'm trying to say, like, this is what I want to see. Newcastle's made a mess of these squad numbers. This is what I want to see. Nah. It's none of that. Anyway, last one, Christian Atsu, number 30. He was one that I did want to boost up. He could maybe look at, like, an 11, number 11, but I wouldn't take that off Matt Ritchie. Or even 20, boost him up, but then that's where you leave Florian Lejeune. So, another one just like Carl Darlow. I think Atsu's won the number 30 shirt since he signed. He's been here for a good few years now. He looks good in it now. He's suiting it, so there's no point in moving Atsu away from that. So that's the end of the squad numbers. Let's say, let me know what you think. And over the last few weeks, I have been asking people to show me your alternative squads, your concept squads. I didn't put one in last week because no one really impressed us. And off the back of that, I didn't see many more comments, so I might have fucked that up. Many apologies if I did. I still want to see them coming. There was one that stood out to me, and you'll see exactly why, as I'll put it up now. Jordan Cook sent this one in. He's gone for a 4 at the back, 2 holding midfielders, 3 across the middle and 1 up top. And the one that stood out for me mainly was obviously Shaw as a DM, which I fucking like. I like that, man. Like, a few people have been saying that for a while. Move him upfield, because you can see how comfortable he is on the ball, passing, shooting from range, everything a good centre mid should have. So if you boost him up, and this is another thing, like, sorry, I've been talking about when Lejeune comes back, where does he fit in the system? Whereas if you move Shaw up the field, there's a spot there for a centre back. So that means you can get Lejeune and Lascelles in, and Shaw alongside Longstaff, which I like. I would keep Longstaff in the team, because you can see he's a hungry, determined Geordie, but that leaves Hayden on the bench. I would have Hayden as a starting 11 player. However, in that lineup, I think that's good. And if you think if the miraculous happened and we're trying to see a game out, winning like 1-0 with like 10 minutes to go, and we're opted to go more defensively, you could switch that up, bring Hayden on to partner Longstaff, sit in front of like the back five, revert to a back five, and push Shaw back. I would like to see that. And you also put Matty Longstaff in, and that was during the Man United predictions lineup, before we even knew Matty was even going to be part of the squad. So shout out Jordan for sliding Matty Longstaff in there over John Joe Shelby. I would have done the exact same thing. So Maximin out on the right, Atsu on the left, and Almiron in the middle. Brilliant. Love that. Atsu's been class over the few weeks. You just don't want to see him dropped, but that's not really a position there for him. Almiron and Sir Maximin are better players. But if we do put that three in the middle, that means Almiron can go into the position where he's most comfortable, where he's probably going to make a bigger difference in that number 10 role in the middle. That's where we all want to see him, but under the current regime, there's not a role there for a number 10 at the minute, but hopefully things can change, and then Atsu can come in as a starting player as well. So that would suit both of them, or all three of them really, so Maximin as well. So Maximin right, Almiron middle, Atsu left, class. Joelton up top with assistance from Gale and Carroll on the bench. I love that. Obviously, Carroll isn't going to be fit for a starting 11 place for a good while yet. I can't see him playing 90 minutes, if ever, because we know how crocked he is. And Gale on the bench instead of Muto, I would do the exact same thing. I think Gale brings a more option up front as a striker, as a goal scorer, than what Muto does. So, yeah, I would do the exact same thing. Yedlin right back, exactly. Manquillo on the bench. Fernandez on the bench. I'm a big fan of that, actually. I would love to see that. So, shout out John for that one. Keep them coming in. And that's it. So, get your comments in on your lineup, your alternative lineup, as well as your squad numbers. And hold tight for content coming over the next couple of weeks. I'll be back with the lineup prediction for the Chelsea game next week, and look out on Sunday for the video coming out. Thank you for watching, everyone. Subscribe and enjoy yourself.